SportsBit is powered by BetOnline, driving the opening odds market since 2001. Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A+ rated platform in the link below.
Boom! SportsBit betting insight today, Monday, November 27th. What a weekend to recap, and what a slate of games to look forward to. Let me just set the week real quickly. We're going to talk, we'll call this week championship week for college football. We will do every college football championship game and at least one of them in each of the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday shows. Thursday show will be all about college football. Friday, we'll switch to the NFL as we do normally during football season here on SportsBit. So that's how it sets up for the week. Let's talk about what just happened as we do every Monday. BBB, bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books in the NFL. And oh my gosh. Well, let's talk about it this way. Well, at least the Packers covered. At least the two dogs that covered during the day on Sunday, Arizona and Buffalo, at least they were teaser killers. And the overs only cashed 6 out of 12. But really, there wasn't much good news for the books on Sunday. When betting in Las Vegas is the lead story on ESPN.com when I wake up Monday morning, you know that something crazy is going on. Here's a tweet from Dave Tooley. Here's my NFL Week 12 betting recap. With favorites dominating, again, 9-3 against the spread today, 12-3 against the spread so far in Week 12, after adding the 3-0 sweep on Thanksgiving, and 54-23-7 against the spread, 70.1% over the last 6 weeks since the start of Week 7. Again, that's favorites going 80% this past weekend, 70% over the past 6 weeks. That's rough for bookmakers. Make no mistake about it. Mitch Moss, like as a person, but he stole Pauly from me, so can't like him that much. At Mitch Moss Radio, quote, "It's a total bloodbath for sports books today. How bad? I just text at Gollum LV. Gollum LV is Tony Miller, who runs the Golden Nugget sportsbook here in Las Vegas. Worst day of the year? Question mark. His response, of my life." Yeah, it's been a rough weekend for bookmakers. Here's the Action Network's Chad Millman, new venue. Quote, "Public bettors cleaned up today in the NFL. Teams getting more than 60% of bets went 8-1 against the spread. And more than 70% of bets went 4-1 against the spread." And look, you can see it so clearly. Our pros versus Joes do it every Friday here on SportsBit. Who do the pros like? Who do the Joes like? And remember, last Friday's show, we're saying all the pros are on the dogs, all the Joes are on the favorites. Well, look what happened to the pros. Pros have had an okay season. You know, all the profits came early. Lost with the Browns, lost with the Bears, lost with the Dolphins. It's at least got to sweat out 2 of the 3. Cleveland and Miami had their chances, but didn't get the job done. Meanwhile, we look at the Joes. Joes are back to 500. They were at under 30% for a long time. 15-4 with 3 pushes over the last 5 weeks. And look, the Panthers win and cover. Seahawks, Raiders, Eagles. The only loser for the public, big loser for the public on Sunday was the Jacksonville Jaguars, although obviously the Steelers was fairly good for the house in late game action. Let's run through some of this stuff. One of the favorites, the pro versus Joe divide. The pros love Chicago. Joe's all over Philly. Well, the Bears didn't get a first down in the first half of that contest. Mitch Trubisky playing from behind on the road against a good defense. Not going to be pretty. Wasn't pretty yesterday. Bad result for the books on that one. Public cleans up with the Eagles. Blowout win over the Bears, and that was a no-sweat decision. There was a sweat for the books in the Carolina games, and that was probably one of the worst games for the books. And, of course, the Panthers went from trailing in the fourth quarter to leading by double digits without the offense ever taking the field. The Jets botch a 1st and goal from the 1 situation. Carolina ends up not just with the win, that was a question mark, but with the straight up cover, as well as the straight up win, as well as the point spread cover. Panthers really, really bad result for the house in a game where the Jets played competitive football, but didn't get the job done. either straight up or against the spread. Once again, Jets come up short. The Raiders, they got their first interception of the season. Look at the tweet from Pro Football Talk. And this was a brutal. If you had Denver, Paxton Lynch throws a touchdown pass. Oh, he gets overturned. He's down at the 1 now. Now you got to try to punch it in. Oops. Lynch throws a pick. And, of course, how do the Raiders get that pick? The Raiders get that pick with the defender lying on his back in the end zone, and the ball fell into his hands. And that was their interception for the game. It was enough. However, Oakland got the momentum, playing even without their starting receivers in Cooper and Crabtree. Raiders get the money against Denver. Another bad result for the Bucs. So there was a fair bit of wise guy money on the Broncos in that contest. Here's a favorite that lost, and it didn't help the books anyway because there was a ton of wise guy money on Buffalo in the hours before kickoff. We read you the quote last week from Travis Kelce saying, hey, until we can beat the cover 2, we're not going to be a good offense. And once again, the Chiefs' offense doesn't work. Straight up home loss to Buffalo. Here's the tweet from Pro Football Talk. They're not booing in Kansas City. They're chanting, Mahomes, is Alex Smith. Remember when they were talking about him as an MVP candidate after the first month of the season? Chiefs have now lost 5 of their last 6 ball games. And the books ended up doing all right with this game with Blaine Gabbert throwing for 236 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, sure, he had a strip sack, fumble touchdown. Yeah, he threw an INT. But he also led the game-winning drive after. Look at the tweet from Bill Barnwell. Jaguars blew that game with the stupidest possible play calling in advance of the Cardinals' drive. And it was Jacksonville in a tie game in the fourth quarter, late, with only seconds remaining, taking chances with a bad QB. Ended up being a pretty big mistake. Arizona got the win. Arizona got the money. And that, one of the better results for the books on what was, by and large, a very ugly day on Sunday. All right, big game breakdown coming up next. We've got Texans against the Ravens. Oh, we've got Big Monday College Hoop, the Syracuse Orange in play against Maryland. Plus, bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books in college. Stay tuned right here on SportsBit Betting Insight today from SBRPicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.